The Ptrd-41 was an anti-tank rifle produced and used from early 1941 by the Soviet Red Army during World War II. It was a single-shot weapon which fired a 14.5A, 114 mm round. Although unable to penetrate the frontal armor of German tanks, it could penetrate the thinner sides of early war German tanks as well as thinly armored self-propelled guns. History: in 1939 the USSR captured several hundred Polish Model 35 anti-tank rifles, which proved effective in the September campaign when Poland was invaded by Germany. Vasily Degtyaryov copied its lock and several features of the German Panzerabwehr I Quarter CHSE-38 when hasty construction of an anti-tank rifle was ordered in July 1941. The Ptrd and the similar PTRS-41 were the only individual anti-tank weapon available to the Red Army in numbers upon the outbreak of the war with Germany. The 14.5 mm armor-piercing bullet had a muzzle velocity of 1,012 meters per second. It could penetrate an armor plate up to 35 to 40 mm thick at a distance of 100 meters at 0 degrees. During the initial invasion, and indeed throughout the war, most German tanks had side armor thinner than 40 mm, 40 to 50 mm. Furthermore, due to the high velocity and small size of the round, it had a very high chance of shattering or utterly failing against armor it should have penetrated, especially if the target was struck at an oblique angle. Due to the obsolescence and inadequate ability against tanks, Ptrd users were instructed to attempt to shoot viewports rather than actually try to penetrate the vehicle's armor. This tactic was quickly found ineffective due to fact that despite the good range of fire the rifles were never fitted with telescopic sights, and the simple mechanical ones did not allow for proper aiming at the required distances. The muzzle brake, however effective, kicked up a very visible cloud of dust or snow and debris and served to give away the position of the Ptrd team. After poor results against the enemy tanks, the Ptrd and PTRS were finally relegated to anti-materiel duty in 1943 as they were still effective against lesser armored vehicles such as armored half-tracks, armored cars and unarmored vehicles. The Ptrd suffered from numerous flaws. The most notable are the lack of penetration versus enemy vehicles and inability to aim accurately with a telescopic sight, which frustrated Ptrd teams, its size and weight which hampered its mobility and deployment, and its immense muzzle blast which gave away the unit's firing position. The Ptrd was eventually replaced by the RPG series of anti-tank rocket launchers. After World War II the Ptrd was also used extensively by North Korean and Chinese armed forces in the Korean War. During this war, William Brophy, an American Army ordnance officer, mounted a .50 BMG barrel to a captured Ptrd to examine the effectiveness of long-range shooting. The weapon proved effective out to 2,000 yards. See also, List of Russian weaponry. References. Cole, Christian. Soviet Cannon, a comprehensive study of Soviet arms and ammunition in calibers 12.7 mm to 57 mm. Austria, Cole. Pages 91. ISBN 978-3-200-01445-9. External links, Russian 14.5 mm anti-tank rifle Ptrd 1941, the Ptrd 1941.